Hello everyone, welcome to the session. Good evening. Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes, let everyone join, and then we start off. Okay? Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then let's start off. थोड़ी आवाज कम कर ले, लाइव हो. Okay, let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes, let everyone join in, and then we start off. All right? Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we start off. Come on. Come on, let's wait for 2 more minutes, let everyone join in. Come on, everyone. Let's wait for another minute. Okay, come on, everyone, join in. Let's wait for 30 seconds more, and then we start off. Alright, welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform that provides to you a world of courses, resources, content, live and recorded sessions to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Also, welcome to Crack CA Exams with us, which is a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their journey and pursuit of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. So come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Welcome to the session once again. Before we proceed, a brief introduction about the educator today. Hello, I'm Prathik Gupta. I'm a Bachelor of Commerce from Christ College, Bangalore University. I'm an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I'm an associate member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India and an associate member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and also a law graduate from Karnataka State Law University. I'm currently a practicing chartered accountant and also a visiting faculty for CA subjects and an educator for CA students, both online and offline. Prior to starting on my own, I worked with SR Bartley Boy and Associates, that is the Indian member firm of Ernst & Young Global in the Audit and Assurance Department. Then I went on to work with Ernst & Young India in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department. And then I finally went on to work with the Manipal Group in Bangalore as the corporate controller of their German subsidiary located in Frankfurt, Germany. And it was only after I got back from Frankfurt, Germany that I decided to start something on my own. And that gave me an opportunity to become an educator, which in turn gave me an opportunity to take the session today for you young, bright and enthusiastic CA aspirants. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you find the session useful. Anytime during the session, in case you have any questions, queries, observations or discussions to be made, please do not hesitate to drop a line, and I will take up the matter for problem solving or for discussion purposes as soon as I can. I will also like to draw your attention to my name, which is Prathik Gupta. It's Prathik Gupta. It's Prathik with an H. Now, why I'm insisting or stressing on the spelling of my name is because a lot of people misspell my name, because of which they are unable to find my many sessions on the YouTube channel of Unacademy, as well as the special classes on the Unacademy Learning app. Okay, so it's Prathik Gupta. You can look me up on YouTube as well as the Unacademy Learning app with my name, which is Prathik, Prathik Gupta, and you'll find my hundreds of sessions that I've taken on the YouTube channel of Unacademy, as well as the special classes taken on the Unacademy Learning app. Alright? Yeah. Now, like I told you, Unacademy caters to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination through three platforms. Those are YouTube, Special Class and the Plus platform. Now, YouTube and special classes are absolutely free of cost, but they provide to you an enormous amount of value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. YouTube session is what you're going through right now, and you can also go in and type in Prathik Gupta, Prathik Gupta on your YouTube channel, and you will find the many sessions that I've taken which will benefit the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their examination preparations. Special classes are conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, which again are absolutely free of cost. You don't pay a single rupee for them, but they provide to you enormous amount of resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. The Plus course, the Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model and which provides various subscription packages for the various examinations. More about those packages I will tell you in the following slides. In this slide, I will tell you why I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible. Okay, now the first reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the daily live classes it conducts, where you get to chat with your educator, engage in discussions, ask your doubts, and answer polls. All this while the class is going on. Yes, you heard it right. All this while the class is going on. You do not need to wait for the end of the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of hours after the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of days after the class. Neither do you need to wait for a weekend after the class. Or you do not need to wait to fix up an appointment with your educator. You can clear your doubts and have discussions with your educator on a real-time basis as and when your class is going on. It is as simple as you lifting your hand in a live classroom, and your educator will be happy to take up your queries and your matters for discussion. The second reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the live tests and quizzes it conducts on a regular and periodic basis, which help in evaluation of your preparation and also get a detailed analysis of your performance. Now you might wonder why this evaluation of preparation and detailed analysis of your performance is required. So let me tell you that whenever you're preparing for a professional examination, it becomes very important for you to take a stock of your preparation from time to time to know where you stand in terms of your preparation, in meaning in which areas you're well prepared, which areas you require more preparation, and which areas you might require external help. So basically, the Plus platform of Unacademy helps to break down your preparation into three areas, which is your strong areas, your not so strong areas, and your weak areas, and helps you and also helps to utilize your limited preparation time on these three areas accordingly until a time when your not so strong areas and your weak areas eventually become your strong areas. Thereby, the Plus platform of Unacademy ensures minimum wastage of your precious preparation time and maximum utilization of your limited preparation time. The third reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the structured courses it provides, as all our courses are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it, which means all the Plus courses on the Plus platform of Unacademy are prepared keeping in mind your exam syllabus, so that once you complete the Plus course on a Plus platform, you can rest assured that you have completed the syllabus of your examination without missing out on any important or major point. And lastly, and most importantly, why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the unlimited access it provides to you, as one subscription gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which simply means the one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gets you access to all the live and recorded courses on the Unacademy platform, which means all the live and recorded Plus courses, all the live and recorded special classes can be viewed on Unacademy. It gives you access to that, and these can be viewed from the comfort of any of your devices, which means you can view them from your mobile phone, laptop, tablet, or your desktop, as the case may be, without any restrictions or hesitation whatsoever. And also all these live and recorded sessions are available to you 24/7 without any timing restrictions as well, like 10 to 4, 10 to 5, 10 to 6. Nah, there are no restrictions whatsoever. You can view these sessions whenever you want. Whenever you want to study, you can simply pull out your mobile phones, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and start your preparation. It's as simple as that. And also you can view these sessions from whichever location you want, whether you're at home, whether you're in office, whether you're at college, or whether you're traveling from home to office or college, or from office, college to home, or you're waiting for someone for a meeting, or you're in your native place, or you're on a vacation and you want to study. You can simply pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and start your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination without any restrictions. All you require is a data connection or internet, which all of us are blessed with today. So keeping all these points in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become a part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examinations. Alright, so I request you to take about a minute, go through the slide. Any questions, please ask me, and then we proceed. Alright, just take about a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Okay, now in the previous slide you heard me say a lot of times live and recorded special classes. live and recorded plus courses right now. So you might be wondering, where are these available? So all these, the live and recorded plus courses and the live and recorded special classes, are all available on an app known as the Unacademy Learning app. Okay, so all of you who have downloaded the Unacademy Learning app and are using it, I thank you very much, and I request your support in the future as well. And for those of you who have not yet downloaded the Unacademy Learning app, I request you to go to the Play Store on your mobile phones, download the Unacademy Learning app, install the Unacademy Learning app on your phones, put in your mobile number where you will get an OTP, and using that OTP you can register yourself on the Unacademy Learning app. It's as simple as this, with no lengthy or complicated procedures. Now you might ask me, okay, I have downloaded and installed the Unacademy Learning app. I have registered on it using the mobile and OTP. So what? So let me tell you that the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. And it also gives you access to all the live and recorded plus courses that Unacademy has to offer to you in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So keeping these points in mind, I request you to download the Unacademy Learning app on your phones, install it on your phones, put in your mobile number and the OTP and register on it, so that you can make use of the huge amount of resources that it has to offer to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Also, I request you to spread the word around to help the people around you know about the Unacademy Learning app. Help them download and install the Unacademy Learning app on their phones. Help them register on it using their mobile numbers and OTP, so that they too can make use of the enormous amount and invaluable amount of resources that Unacademy has to offer to help them in their preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Okay, and anytime during the process, if you have any questions or any problems, you can always chat with us to get the relevant solutions. Alright? Now, coming to the important slide, like I told you, the Plus platform is the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model, and which provides to you various subscription packages for the various examinations. So accordingly, the CA Foundation and the Intermediate subscription packages provided by the Plus platform of Unacademy are as follows. The packages provided are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months. The 1 month package costs you rupees 3,500. The 3 months package costs you rupees 8,750. The 6 months package costs you about 14,000 rupees. The 12 months package costs you about 17,500 rupees. And the 24 months package costs you rupees 21,000. Now please remember, these are all the listed price of the packages. So before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, Prathik, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, Prathik, that's me, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. So the after discount price of the various packages are as follows. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3,150. The 3 months package will cost you rupees 7,875. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 15,750. And the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see, immediately you get a savings or discount of 10% when you use my code Prathik. Now I will personally recommend you to start off with the 12 months or 24 months packages for the following 2 reasons. Firstly, it is cost effective. If you compare the per month 1 month package cost with the per month cost of the 12 months and 24 months package, you will see that you're getting great cost savings almost immediately. And secondly, and most importantly, since the CA Foundation and Intermediate course is provided to you in one package, that is your 12 months or 24 months, a 12 months or 24 months package will be highly beneficial to you because it covers the duration of both your courses, that is your CA Foundation and Intermediate, as normally it takes about a minimum of 12 months for you to prepare and clear the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examinations. Clear the examination. So if you're getting a package that is 12 months or 24 months that covers the entire duration of both your courses, that is the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examinations, at a very cost-effective price, I think that is a very good deal. But having said this, you're free to choose the package of your choice. But before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. Okay, or you can also make use of the no-cost EMI option available for the 6 months, 12 months and 24 months packages, just in case you do not wish to make the entire payment at one shot. The payment options available to you are internet banking, debit card and credit card, and also all the coins that you've accumulated by watching the special classes can be redeemed to make a payment for your plus course. So keeping these packages, these discount offers and other advantages in mind, and also the advantages I told you in the previous slides in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, take about a minute more. Okay, any questions? Please take a minute. Okay, like I told you, the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you. Here are the snapshots of few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, which you can make use of in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So there are special classes on revision test papers, the Sale of Goods Act, the Indian Contract Act, the Companies Act, the fundamentals of accounting, revision of partnership accounts, death of partner, retirement of partner, admission of partner, valuation of inventories, revision of final accounts of non-manufacturing entities, and revision on sale of goods or approval or return basis, and many more, hundreds of sessions that are there, which you will find useful in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So I request you to log into the Unacademy Learning app, go to my profile, that is Prathik Gupta, Prathik Gupta, and make use of the hundreds of hours of special classes that are there to help you in your preparation. Also, you can go on to the YouTube channel of Unacademy, type in Prathik Gupta and start making use of the numerous hours of sessions that have been taken there, which are there for your benefit. Please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Akshaddeep Singh, how are you? Good evening. कैसे हो? All right. Okay. Then here are the links to few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app. You can either click on these links or copy and paste these links on your browser to take you directly to my special class on the Unacademy Learning app. There are special classes on the Indian Contracts Act, the Sale of Goods Act, the Indian Partnership Act, the Limited Liability Partnership Act, the Companies Act, Basics of Communication, Accounting Concepts, Revision Test Papers, and hundreds of other sessions on other topics. So like I said, log into the Unacademy Learning app, go to my profile, and please start making use of all these numerous hours of sessions that are there for your benefit. Okay? Please take 30 seconds, go through this. Nice to hear, Akshatdeep. How's your preparation? When is your attempt? When is your attempt? Any questions? Please ask me. Okay, so we are going to start off with revision test papers, May 2019, Business Law for CA Foundation, part 3. And hopefully we can conclude this part today. Part 1 and 2 were done earlier last week. Alright, so we will continue with part 3. So how I'm going to do it is, I'm going to read the question, explain the question to you, read the answer, explain the answer to you, give you about 2 or 3 minutes to go through each slide, and ask me any questions or doubts you may have. Alright, sounds good? Okay, so whatever we have done last 2 sessions, we will not do that. So let's continue from where we stopped. We have done question number 1, 2, 3. Question number 4 was done. Question number 5 was done. Question number 6 was done. Okay, I think we need to start off with question number 7. All right. Okay, so let's start off. Question number 7, this comes under the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, so question number 7. P, X, Y, and Z are partners in a registered firm A and Co. X died and P retired. Y and Z filed a suit against W in the name and behalf of the firm without notifying to the registrar of firms about the changes in the constitution of the firm. Is the suit maintainable? Okay, so the question goes like this, the first part of the question. P, X, Y, and Z are partners in a registered firm. Firm A and Co. X died and P retired. Okay, so out of P, X, Y, and Z, X died and P retired. So only Y and Z are left. So they file a suit against W in the name and on behalf of the firm without notifying to the registrar of the firm about the changes in the constitution of the firm. Okay, so normally whenever a retirement or death happens, they are supposed to intimate to the registrar of companies about such a change, but they did not do so. All right, now the question is the suit maintainable? Okay, that's the question. All right, that's the first part of the question. Okay, second question. Ram, Mohan and Gopal were partners in a firm. During the course of partnership, the firm ordered Sunrise Limited to supply a machinery to the firm. Before the machinery was delivered, Ram expired. The machine, however, was later delivered to the firm. Thereafter, the remaining partners became insolvent and the firm failed to pay the price of the machine to Sunrise Limited. Okay, that's an interesting question. Explain with reasons whether Ram's private estate is liable for the price of the machinery purchased by him. Against whom can the creditor obtain a decree for recovery of the price? Alright, so Ram, Mohan and Gopal were partners in the firm. They ordered a machinery. Before the machinery was delivered, Ram expired and the other two partners became insolvent. Okay, oh sorry, the machine later, however, was delivered to the firm, and later on both the partners became insolvent. The remaining partners became insolvent and the firm failed to pay the price of machinery to Sunrise. So obviously the firm could not pay the price to the partnership firm, to the person from whom they purchased the machinery. So now the question is whether Ram's private estate is liable for the price of the machinery purchased by the firm. Against whom can the creditor obtain a decree for the recovery of the price? Okay, please take about a minute first, go through the questions clearly, both the questions, and then we look at the answer. All right. All right. Let's look at the answer, the first answer. As regards the question whether the case of a registered firm whose business was carried on after its dissolution by death of one of the partners, a suit can be filed by the remaining partners in the respect of a subsequent dealings or transactions without notifying to the registrar of firms the changes in the constitution of the firm. It was decided that the remaining partners should sue in respect of such subsequent dealings or transactions even though the firm was not registered again after such a dissolution and no notice of the partner was given to the registrar. The test applied in these cases was whether the plaintiff satisfied the only two parameters of section 69(2) of the Act, namely, the suit must be instituted by on behalf of the firm which has been registered. Okay, so please remember, as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932, whenever there is a death of any partner, okay, the firm stands dissolved between the existing partners and they need to register. The continuing partners need to register again with the registrar and then continue business. But in this case, they failed to do so. Okay, but then, however, it was decided that the remaining partners should sue in respect of subsequent dealings or transactions, even though the firm was not registered again after such dissolution and no notice of the partner was given to the registrar. The test applied here was that the suit must be instituted by or on behalf of the firm which had been registered. So, if in case the suit has been initiated and registered by the original firm in which P, X, Y, and Z were partners, then in that case the suit is maintainable even though they have not registered it again with the registrar of companies. Okay, that's your first part of the question. Okay, now let's go to the second part of the question. Partnership liability. The problem in question here is based on the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 contained in section 35. The section provides that where under a contract between the partners, the firm is not dissolved by the death of a partner, the estate of the deceased partner is not liable for any act of the firm done after his death. Therefore, considering the other problem, okay, so now, like in the previous question also, I told you, whenever the partner dies, they are supposed to dissolve the partnership firm and the remaining partners are supposed to re-register with the change in constitution with the registrar of firms. But in the second case also, they did not do it. So because they did not do it, then the personal estate of the deceased partner is not liable for any of the act of the firm done after his death. Therefore, considering the above provisions, the problem may be answered as follows. Now, please, before we go to the answer, please take about 2 minutes. Go through the slide. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Take about a minute more. Carefully go through this. Any questions? Okay, so as follows. First one, Ram's estate in this case will not be liable for the price of the machinery because Ram expired. They were supposed to dissolve the firm and register the new continuing firm with the registrar, but they did not do it. So the personal estate of Ram will not be liable for the machinery purchased. Second part, the creditors in this case can only have a personal decree against the surviving partners and a decree against the partnership assets in the hand of those partners. However, since the surviving partners are already insolvent, no suit for recovery of the debt would lie against them. A suit for goods sold and delivered would not lie against the representative of the deceased partner. This is because the debt was there was no debt due in respect of the goods in Ram's lifetime. Okay, so the creditors basically don't have a claim against anyone because Ram expired and it was not a debt during his lifetime, and the other partners are declared insolvent. So if there is any asset, if there is any money that realizes from the assets of the partnership firm, they can make their claim against that. Otherwise, they cannot make any other claim. Alright, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. Take about 2 more minutes. Are we done? Okay, take about a minute more. Carefully go through this. All right. Charlie, let's proceed. Now, let's go to question number 8. What is the procedure of registration of a partnership firm under the Indian Partnership Act 1932? Question number 2. What do you mean by implied authority of the partners in a firm? Point out the extent of partners' implied authority in case of emergency, referring to the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, let's read the two questions again. What is the procedure for registration of a partnership firm under the Indian Partnership Act 1932? What do you mean by implied authority of the partners in a firm? Point out the extent of the partners' implied authority in case of emergency, referring to the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, so let's look at the first part of the question. What is the procedure for registration of a firm? First one, application for registration, section 58 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. The registration of a firm may be effected at any time by sending by post or delivery to the registrar of the area in which any place of business of the firm is situated or proposed to be situated, a statement in the prescribed form and accompanied by the prescribed fee. Alright, so basically whichever area you're planning to start off the business, the registered office of the firm, to that registrar either you go in person or you send by post the statement in the prescribed form and accompanied by the prescribed fee. Okay. In that statement stating the firm's name, ABC Enterprises, the place or principal place of business of the firm, the official address, the names of any other places where the firm carries on business. In case the firm has branches, the names and the addresses of the branches of the firm, the date on which each partner joined the firm. So if it's got 2, 3, 4 partners or near partners, the dates on which each of the partners joined the firm. E, the names and full and permanent address of the partners. Okay, so whoever the partners, the names in full and the permanent address of the partners, the duration of the firm, whether it is a partnership at will, a specific partnership. Okay, so whatever it is, that needs to be mentioned on that application. Please take about a minute, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask me. Take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, so then we'll continue with this. The statement shall be signed by all the partners or by the agents specially authorized on this behalf. Each person signing the statement shall also verify it in the manner prescribed. A firm name shall not contain any of the following, namely, okay, so basically the name of the firm shall not contain any of the following, which are crown, emperor, empress, empire, imperial, king, queen, royal, or words expressing or implying the sanction, approval, or patronage of government, except when the state government signifies its consent to the use of such words as part of the firm name by the order in writing. So, a partnership firm is not allowed to use these names until and unless an approval from the state government has been obtained. Okay, so this is the first part of the question about the procedure for registration of a partnership firm under the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Now let's look at the second part of the question. Okay, that is the implied authority of partner as agent of the firm. Subject to the provisions of section 22, the act of a partner which is done to carry on in the usual way business of the kind carried on by the firm binds the firm. The authority of a partner to bind the firm conferred by this section is known as implied authority. That means there are certain authority that comes naturally by the partners. They are inherited by the partners the minute they become the partners of the firm. So those are the authority of a partner to bind the firm conferred by this section is known as implied authority. Okay, implied authority means authority out of actions. All right. Please take about a minute, go through this slide, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done. Please take a minute more, carefully go through this, and then we go on to the next slide. Any questions, please ask me. Are we done? Okay, let's proceed to the next one. In the absence of any usage or custom or trade to the contrary, the implied authority of a partner does not empower him to. Okay, so basically, these are not the implied authority that a partner gets on becoming a partner. Submit a dispute relating to the business of the firm to arbitration. He cannot do it on his own. Okay, so that is not an implied authority of a partner. Open a bank account on behalf of the firm in his own name. He cannot open a bank account in the name on behalf of the firm in his own name. It has to be on the firm name, and it has to be with the consent of all the partners. Compromise or relinquish any claim or portion of the claim by the firm. So let's say the firm has filed a case against someone and they are claiming something. He cannot relinquish the claim on his own without consulting the other partners. Withdraw a suit or proceedings filed on behalf of the firm. If the firm has filed a case against someone, the one partner alone cannot withdraw that case which is filed by the firm without the consent of all the partners. Admit any liability in a suit proceeding against a firm. So if someone else has filed a case against the firm, he cannot stand up and say, yeah, we accept the liability against the firm and all the partners at the firm will pay it. He has no implied authority to do so. Acquire removable property on behalf of the firm. Any single partner does not have any implied authority to acquire removable property on behalf of the firm. This has to be done as per the partnership agreement and with the consent of all the partners. Grant removable belonging to the firm, transfer removable property belonging to the firm. Similarly, that the partner does not have the implied authority to acquire a immovable property on behalf of the firm. He cannot transfer or sell off any immovable property belonging to the firm. And enter into partnership on behalf of the firm. He cannot enter into any new partnership on behalf of the partnership firm. Alright, so these are some cases in which there is no implied authority of a partner, and he needs to do this as per the partnership deed and with the consent of all the other partners. Okay, the mode of doing act to bind the firm. In order to bind a firm, an act or instrument done or executed by a partner or other person on behalf of the firm shall be done or executed in the firm name or in any other manner expressly or implying as the intention to bind the firm. Okay, that's the part of your second question. Please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Please take about a minute more, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, please take a minute more, go through this carefully. Any questions you have, please ask me. Any questions? Please let me know once you're done. Take a minute more, go through this. Any questions you may have, please ask me. Excuse me. Any questions? Anyone? Okay, let's move on. Next question, the Limited Liability Partnership 2018. Question 9. What is the meaning of the Limited Liability Partnership? State the various characteristics of a Limited Liability Partnership. This is a simple, straightforward question. Okay, that's two. What is the meaning of Limited Liability Partnership and state the various characteristics of it? Answer. Meaning of Limited Liability Partnership, LLP. An LLP is a new form of legal business entity with limited liability. It is an alternative corporate business vehicle that not only gives benefits of limited liability at low compliance cost, but allows its partners the flexibility of organizing their internal structure as a traditional partnership. The LLP is a separate legal entity, while LLP itself will be liable for the full extent of its assets. The liability of the partners will be limited. Okay, so LLP is a mixture of limited liability as well as partnership. Okay, because the traditional partnership under the Indian Partnership Act 1932 was an easy form of business entity to form, but it was very risky, as the personal assets of the partners was also liable and the liability of the partners was unlimited. Alright, so to overcome that and also to give it a corporate outlook, the concept of LLP was brought into India, Limited Liability Partnership, which gives the flexibility of a partnership firm and also the liability the limited liability of a corporate firm, that is a private limited or a public limited company. So when put together, it was an LLP. This concept was also popular in the US, known as LLC, Limited Liability Corporation. Alright, so limited liability partnership also was brought in. LLP is an alternative corporate business form that gives the benefit of limited liability of a company and the flexibility of a partnership, like I told you. Since LLP contains elements of both a corporate structure as well as partnership firm structure, LLP is called a hybrid between a company and a partnership. Alright, please take about 2 minutes, go through the slide. Any questions, please ask me. Carefully go through it. Alright, please take 2 more minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, any questions, please ask. Please take about another minute. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Okay. Now the characteristics or the salient features of LLP. First one, LLP is a body corporate. Section 21D of the Llp Act 2008 provides that an LLP is a body corporate formed and incorporated under this act and is a legal entity separate from that of its partners and shall have perpetual succession. Therefore, any change in the partners of LLP does not affect the existence, rights and liabilities of the LLP. This is just like the corporate the perpetual succession, and will be a separate legal entity. Section 3 of the Llp Act provides that an LLP is a body corporate formed and incorporated under this act and is a legal entity separate from that of its members. Okay, this is an important part. That's why the liability is limited. Okay, second one, perpetual succession. The LLP can continue its existence irrespective of changes in partners, death, insanity, retirement or insolvency of partners has no impact on the existence of LLP. It is capable of entering into contracts and holding property in its own name. Okay, so like a company, even a LLP has a perpetual succession. That means partners may come and go, they may die, they may retire, they may become insane, they may become insolvent, but that does not mean that the partnership firm will cease to exist. It will continue until it is formally closed down. Okay. Okay. Separate legal entity. The LLP is a separate legal entity, is liable to the full extent of its assets, but liability of the partners is limited to their agreed contribution in the LLP. In other words, creditors of LLP shall be the creditors of LLP alone. Okay, so just like your corporate firm, it is a separate legal entity which is separate from its members, and the liability of the members or the partners of an LLP are limited, and the liabilities of the LLP is the liabilities of the LLP alone. Alright, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Please take about 2 minutes. Any questions, please ask. Alright, let me know once you're done. Take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Okay, are we done? Okay, let's continue with the characteristics of LLP. Mutual agency. Further, no partner is liable on account of the independent or unauthorized actions of other partners. Thus, individual partners are shielded from joint liability created by other partners' wrongful business decisions or conduct. In other words, all partners will be the agents of the LLP alone. No partner can bind the other partner by his acts. Okay, so there is mutual agency. LLP agreement. Mutual rights and duties of the partners within the LLP are governed by an agreement between the partners. The Llp Act 2018 provides flexibility to partners to devise the agreement as per their choice. In the absence of any such agreement, the mutual rights and duties shall be governed by the provisions of the Llp Act. Okay, so basically, whatever are the mutual rights and duties of the partners, it is all governed by the LLP, by the agreement the partnership agreement that is governed by the LLP Act 2008. Artificial legal person. An LLP is an artificial legal person because it is created by a legal process and it is clothed with all the rights of an individual. It can do anything which a natural person can do, except of course it cannot be sent to jail, cannot take an oath, cannot marry or get a divorce, nor can it practice a learned profession like a CA or medicine. An LLP is an invisible, intangible, immortal. It can be dissolved by law alone, but not fictitious because it already exists. Okay, so basically LLP is an artificial legal person. Of course, certain things which only humans can do, it cannot do that. Other than that, it can do everything. It can enter into contracts, it can sue, it can be sued, it can hold property and other things. Okay, please take 2 minutes, go through this and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Come on, take about a minute or two. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Please take about a minute more. Take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Okay. Common seal. An LLP has a common seal. An LLP, being an artificial person, can act through its partners and designated partners. LLP may have a common seal if it decides to have one. Thus, it is not mandatory for an LLP to have a common seal. It shall remain under the custody of some responsible official and it shall be affixed in the presence of at least 2 designated partners of the LLP. Alright, so it's not necessary it has a common seal, but it has a freedom. It can, if it chooses to have a common seal, it can have a common seal, which shall be in possession of a responsible person. Limited liability. Every partner of an LLP for the purpose of the business of LLP, the agent of the LLP, but not of the others, the liability of the partners will be limited to their agreed contribution in the LLP. Such contribution may be of tangible or intangible nature or both. Management business. Of business. The partners of the LLP are entitled to manage the business of the LLP, but only the designated partners are responsible for legal compliances. Okay, so all the partners, just like your traditional partnership, all the partners are entitled to manage the business of the LLP, but only the designated partners are responsible for the legal compliances. Minimum and maximum number of partners. Every LLP shall have at least 2 partners and shall also have at least 2 individuals as designated partners, of whom at least 1 shall be resident in India. There is no maximum limit on the number of LLP partners in LLP. Okay, so there are minimum of 2 and the maximum they can have any number of partners, but at least 2 of them should be designated partners. Business for profits only. The essential requirement for forming LLP is carrying on a lawful business with a view to earn profit. Thus, LLP cannot be formed for charitable or non-economic purpose. Alright, please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask me. Please take about a minute more. Any questions, please ask and let me know once you're done, please. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Any questions, please ask. Okay, in case you have no questions, we will be ending today's session with this. Okay, we will continue tomorrow at about 9 p.m. So thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and I will see all of you tomorrow. So take care of yourself and good night, and I hope you found the session useful.